I wish to congratulate all of you listening to me now upon the successful Christmas celebrations that happened just yesterday. We must thank God for that milestone. We cannot take it for granted. Now, let me share with you a profound insight, which, if taken seriously, I believe will give you peace of mind and make your life richer, no matter how much time you still have left to live on this earth. I have no doubt that many of us have been concerned in the recent weeks that we might not make it to Christmas. Maybe because some of us were ill or going through some life-threatening situation. Some were, however, worried for no serious, obvious reason, but they were worried. Now, many of those of us who were so worried can take a sigh of relief since they were able to celebrate Christmas and now it is firmly in the past. However, it seems that we as human beings never get tired of worrying. As of now, there is no doubt that in addition to so many other things, a large number of people are worried now about whether they will make it to the new year or not. They seem to think that their worries are what made them get to Christmas, and that those same worries will get them to the New Year's Day as well. Yet Jesus said, and it is undeniably true, that no one can add a single day to his life by worrying. Now, if that is the case, why worry and have wrinkles when you can smile and have dimples? My advice for the new year then is, stop worrying and start living. It doesn't matter how many days we still have to live. They will be enough if we stop wasting time and energy worrying about things over which we have no control. Let us start living properly. Let me share with you some practical guide in the art of living properly, which comes from Seneca, one of the most brilliant thinkers in history that was born around the same time as Jesus. In section 17 of his essay entitled On the Shortness of Life, which very fortunately can be downloaded for free from the internet, Seneca had this to say: "Let us prepare our minds as if we had come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time." End of quote. I find this very profound, and it is only one of the many profoundly useful truths in this essay that have the power to change anyone who reads and absorbs them. The metaphor of balancing life's books each day, I'm sure, resonates very well with those of us who work in banks or in the finance departments of different organizations. As a rule, they must balance their books of accounts at the end of each working day to make sure that if there are mistakes made in that day, they are spotted and corrected there and then, so that they are not carried over to the next day. In other words, in the words of Jesus, they make sure each day goes with its own worries. When this is done on a daily basis, the bookkeeper will not be worried when the auditors come at the end of the financial year. If balancing books of accounts is that important, when we know that the auditor comes once a year and it is at the end of the financial year, how much more important is balancing life's books daily, given that we can never know when the auditor of life may show up? We therefore are being called upon to live in the present, making the most of our time and reflecting on our actions daily so that we can make corrections. Another element of in Seneca's quote, which is worthy of attention, is the imperative to postpone nothing. In other words, he is telling us to avoid procrastination. Wise men and women over the years have observed that procrastination is one of the most causes of failure. Napoleon Hill, in his book entitled Think and Grow Rich, says that old man procrastination stands within the shadow of all people, awaiting for the opportunity to spoil their chances of success. In biblical terms, it is like the devil who prowls around like a lion looking for someone to devour. We therefore must be on our guard always against this old man enemy. Napoleon Hill goes on to say that most of us go through life as failures because we are waiting for the time to be right to start doing something worthwhile. Do not wait, he says. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand. Work with whatever tools you may have at your command. And better tools will be found as you go along. What a mighty revelation. These words make me want to cry because a reflection upon my life makes it plain what a wretched victim I have been of this old man procrastination. I can clearly see how it has affected not only my material success, but also spiritual success. And this prompts me to commit to starving this old man in the coming year until he is too weak to spoil my chances of success. What have you been procrastinating lately? Is it spending quality time with your wife and children? Waiting for the right time when you have enough money or when you have enough time? Have you been procrastinating on learning a new skill that might potentially unlock your prosperity? Or have you been postponing on exercising under the guise of not having time, to the detriment of your physical fitness and health well-being? Have you been postponing on studying the Bible or reading and studying any other inspirational literature to the detriment of your spiritual well-being? The number of things that we procrastinate on is unbelievable, and no wonder many of us are failures. Seneca's counsel then is for us: postpone nothing. Balance life's books every day. And the result is that you'll never complain that life is short. See you in the next year.